see. We're back here on the platform this evening speaking with Vivian Whylly, and we are talking about these allegations that have been circulating, and I guess now it's a police matter. The police are investigating certain allegations that were found in this affidavit by two young Bahamian men. And you mentioned Save the Bays and the relationship to Louis Bacon. Bacon has, everyone knows that he heads Save the Bays.
He's the CEO.
He's the CEO of Save the Bays, okay. There has to be some politics, some political overtones or political undertones in this whole saga.
Mr. Jones, I'm going to refer to the Right Honorable Sir Lyndon Pinland. The same would be said that he must be turning in his grave to see what is happening. Here we have a friend of the Bahamas living in a gated community that doesn't want him there. Mr. Nygaard is a known supporter of the black government. Mr. Nygaard is a person who philanthropically gives to the Bahamas over a period of time. And the FNM, along with the people who live in Lightfoot Key who want Mr. Nygaard out, are using this issue and his relationship with the black government of the Bahamas, because the FNM ain't no black government. They come from the UBP. The black liberal government, which allowed even Louis Bacon to come into the Bahamas, he is now trying to make it unstable by using the opposition and him, the newspaper, the media, and international media. Mr. Jones, Mr. Bacon wants the PLP out because he believes that he is smarter, wiser, he's richer, but he does not care about the Bahamas. He has, 10, 15 different countries he could live in, has houses in. He's very rich. And this man wants his own way. How dare Perry Christie allow Peter Nygaard to improve the end of and to protect his property? How dare him? Doesn't Perry Christie know that I'm an environmentalist? Mr. Christie is not stupid. Mr. Christie has always been Mr. Nygaard's friend, and he is in a political situation where he is now being surrounded by opposition political forces and foreign, rich, wealthy people who, to me, appear to be trying to destabilize the black government. I am black. I am a descendant of slaves. They never apologized for slavery. They never tried to say, Mr. Whylly and your family, or Mr. Jones and your family, we recognize that we were wrong for working them as cows and horses and chattels.
But the FNM, you say, is not a black government. Well, the FNM has been controlled by the majority black ministers who denied Peter Nygaard the permission to rebuild his home. And are you saying that this...
The FNM is controlled by the Eastern Road Boys, and every everybody from around my age, we know that. See, I was 11 at independence. You understand where I'm coming from? So I remembered it. I remember how proud it was to be a Bahamian. I remember Sir Lyndon coming on the radio and my fellow Bahamians, but it was only radio then. I remember these things. I remember when they talked about majority rule and the Burma Road riots, and they taught us about these things happen. Why Sir Lyndon is turning in his grave? It's because they will happen again. Just like you say, if you were not with the Crows found, you would be home safe and sound. Check this out. A people without the knowledge of their past, their history, their origin, or their culture is like a tree without roots. The white oligarchy has always controlled trade and commerce in the Bahamas. Let me explain why I said all of that. Who in the Bahamas can say Louis Bacon helped them?
I don't know.
Good. My point. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you, I don't know either, but I can tell you people who can say Peter Nygaard helped them.
Yeah, but fine. The FNM refused Nygaard's permission to rebuild his house after it was destroyed by fire. Mr. Nygaard, upon that, after that happened, after he was denied, he thought that he should support the Progressive Liberal Party.
He has all.
There was
Mr.
nothing.
Jones,
there was not,
King Eric Gibson wasn't no FNM. That's Mr. Nygaard's best friend. Here. So if me and you talking, we know Sir Lyndon knew King Eric. He used to the sailing, the regatta king. Okay? If me and you talking, Mr. Nygaard ain't no stranger to supporting the PLP, Bahamians, or anything like that. Because, Mr. Jones, I have never sat on the board at Clifton under the FNM or the PLP. They have me marked as unstable. But you know what it is? Passion. I don't have to be rich to be right. Louis Bacon, because he is rich, is saying he is right. He can govern the Bahamas better than Prime Minister Christie.
the point that
And his arms are now reaching out to people like, I don't think, I have a hard time with a doctor being a politician.
Yeah. Yeah, but the point that I wish to
What lives are they saving?
The point that I wish to make was this, that Nygaard admitted that he contributed heavily to the Progressive Liberal
And
Party.
others, he was
Yes,
the only,
yes,
he wasn't
yes.
the only one who
Yes.
said.
Yeah, but why is there a lot of political hay being made that he contributed? Because that is not against the law in the Bahamas to contribute to a political party. That's the first thing.
Right.
And so why should there be an explanation given concerning this man contributing how much, whatever he contributed to the PLP?
I can tell you this. I heard that Papa was paid to lead the FNM. I heard that. When he was independent for Abaco, he was offered the job as leader. And somehow, I can't prove it, so I'm going to say it happened.
Yeah, but you see,
Listen.
hold
on.
How is that material to what we're talking about?
Simple. Simple. If the FNM want to win and they use their money to buy Ingram,
What do you mean
Hold
to
on.
buy him? They
brought him.
They made contributions to him.
all right, contribution,
Yes.
it's the same thing as Nygaard won the PLP to win so he could get further on with his things because the FNM treated him. They just didn't make a decision, actually.
Yeah.
It isn't that they told Mr. Nygaard no, you know. They just delayed it and delayed it and delayed it. And then...
Now, but Mr. Nygaard, on this program, and based on what I saw on the little video, was very upset with the Christie administration for not giving him the approvals that he sought. And he had good reason to be upset because he thought that having supported the PLP, that he should have gotten certain permissions to rebuild his home. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
If I were the Prime Minister of the Bahamas,
Yes.
and I'm putting it this way so that the Right Honorable Prime Minister realized that I am not trying to disparage him. I'm just saying what I would do. Win, lose, or draw, I would have already put an end to the judicial review, number one, because it's Crown land. The law already states that the government has the last say. So judicial review for what? They're wasting time. I would have already said to my Attorney General, fast track this case and get it off the docket because it's causing too much negative press. One.
And so a whole lot of what has gone down, you must say that the government, because of its inaction, its either negligence or inability to act, has created some fuel for this. Because if Mr. Nygaard's requests, if his applications were dealt with, then the feud would not have
go away.
It would not have taken place, or it would not have been a prolonged feud.
Yeah, I want to say this.
And so there's a whole lot of politics riding in this.
I want to say this. I'm going to flip the script now. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Mr. Nygaard is the only person that contributed to the PLP and was promised things that weren't delivered? I think not. Mr. Nygaard is among the growing number of local Bahamians who were promised, we have Bahamians as our priority. But if you look at what has happened, only the Chinese weekend.
Well, you know,
and I'm talking as a boy born in Baintown. I am not against the Chinese. They are investors, but they have a reason why they're here. And the other thing is, Salinden, that's the other thing what turned Salinden and Scrape. Bahamanization, the policy stated that the Bahamas should be for Bahamians first.
Well, you see, let me. I hate to take
Don't
this.
hate.
I hate to take this particular posture here, but I want to say this: if the government had given Mr. Nygaard what he wanted, then they would have been called corrupt. Hold on.
You put it the wrong way. You
now,
Mr.
wait. No. You hold on.
He didn't want it.
Hold
he
on.
went through the full application process.
Applied. The point that I make is, if he had been granted permission, all right, then the opposition would have said, well, the government is corrupt because they acquiesced to Mr. Nygaard. The fact that they did not give him any permission shows me and some intelligent people that you cannot be corrupt if you did not give permission for this man to do what he asked to be done.
And so the complaint is they're inactive. See, it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't.
No, but
that's why I said I didn't want to
you-
condescend on the government, because they are in a position where they inherited a situation where they were like,
No, but you cannot call a man corrupt if the man did not give permission. If you say the man is paid to give permission and he did not give permission, how can you call the man corrupt?
it's politics. They can call you corrupt because it's expedient for them to say it. That's like what's happening in the papers. This stuff ain't true. This is made up. But everybody who reads, boy, it in the Punch, you know, it ain't far from the truth. It in the Guardian, it in the Tribune, it in CNN, and all over the world, because Louis Bacon has that ability. Need to understand what I'm saying. He's attacking the government in the international media and in the local media. This man is dangerous. He is dangerous because of what? Mr. Bacon don't care about black people. See what he do? He get the guys to admit that they in a conspiracy to kill him and ain't call the police. Come on, Wendall. If a dude come to me, say, boy, Wendall Jones, pay me to kill you, Greenslave, you see me the next minute. You need to bring Wendall Jones in, because I, in fear of my life.
The fellas went to
The
him.
Bacon and tell him, Nygard pay us to kill you.
Yeah.
And he, what? Oh, we can investigate this also. Call the police.
And you pay the fellas
To go and record Nygard, but Nygard ain't say what they get paid to get him to say. Duh, that's what happened. It, man, be intelligent. You know what Mom and them used to say? Why be
the fellas got paid, but they cannot produce the tape.
that Nygard say, kill Bacon, here's the money. That admissible in court, but he don't care about these stewards. Hey, you all see Nygard,
What they say Nygard said is not on the tape,
no. So,
but they have already been paid.
so let me tell you what's happening.
Yeah,
This case is being tried in the court
Of public
opinion. This is a great piece of espionage. This could be a book.
intrigue.
Intrigue.
Let's take another break here. This is the this is the platform.
All the belief, Mr. Bacon.
And Vivian Whylly is always a good guest for the platform. We'll come right back.
Yeah.